through redemption. Oh, there's another one of those church words. Redemption that came. Redemption. Now, for us, we're like, I don't redeem. I don't know when the last time I used that one in a sentence either. Now, but for the Jew and the Gentile living in Rome, this would have been a word that they completely understood. Why? Because over half of Rome, some scholars say, were slaves. Now, get it out of your head, black and white. That's our history. That's not their history. All ages, all groups of people. You could go to slavery by being taken in war, or you could just not have enough money to pay for something, and they say, well, but you got to come work for me, and you'll never pay it off. You just work for me for free. That's how you pay off your debt. Of course, everything you do gets more debt. So they would have been very aware. Even slaves had slaves in Rome. So slavery was over half the population were slaves. So when they would have known this word, because this is the word that means I've purchased your freedom. This is that word. I've made you right legally with God. And I've justified you by purchasing your freedom. I purchased it. And that's what that means. He says, I purchased you. You're no longer a slave because I've purchased you. I've purchased you out of that slavery to sin and to death, and so I've freed you from it. Oh, can you imagine being in a society where over half the population is a slave and being told you're free from something? And so when they hear that word redemption, their ears pick up. What do you mean? Someone has purchased my freedom? Yes, because you were a slave to sin. You're a slave to death. You're a slave to this death sentence.